You ready? That's loud. Well, let's go ahead and do this. I'm not sure if we're going to get a. I got a feeling we're going to get a good broadcast. All right, let's go.
Jackson. Game clock.
Well, good evening, Raider Nation. I want to welcome you to Pearson, Georgia at Atkinson County High School.
Perfect.
Another red school that we'll be facing tonight. A non-region opponent. They're Division II single A. As we're coming over here, your Bacon County Red Raiders 1-1 on the season. Atkinson County is 0-2 on the season. We'll talk more about that in just a moment. I want to welcome you. My name is Brent Johnson, along with Sky Keck. We're the voice of the Raiders on the road games. We're supposed to have a home game last week. You could have heard Joe and Heath, but that was canceled, postponed due to the hurricane, basically, that did more damage and poured more water on the Berrien County area. And Nashville continue to think about those folks as it took them several days to get power and able to get down the road. So was just unable to get that game in. So we're going to strike that one off the schedule for this year, and we're headed over here to Atco after a 2-week break.
Yep, I mean, that's not what the Raiders were looking for, as hot as they were in their last game. You know, I feel like they wanted to continue that momentum, but we've had 2 weeks to prepare for this game, and they can come out tonight and pick up right where they left off, hopefully.
Well, that's what we want to see. We saw a big difference between the Raiders from the week prior from Lanier County at home. We know we talked about that, and we're going to water under the bridge. We were a little sluggish that week, didn't execute very well. But, boy, what a turnaround at Screven County as we basically dominated that game from start to finish. Again, there's things we still need to clean up, penalties and that sort of thing, as any team needs to continue to improve. And that's all we're asking for, Sky. And we saw that week, and we're hoping to continue to see that this week as we've had basically 2 weeks, of practice to prepare to get better. I know that first week, last week we basically tried to prepare for Berrien, but they knew, pretty much knew last Friday, and we were told Saturday afternoon early that we were not going to be facing them, and they began preparing immediately for Atco.
Yeah, and so really it turned into an extra bye week for our guys to get rested up, work on their craft a little bit, and hopefully come out here tonight and pick up where they left off 2 weeks ago against Grevin.
Well, folks, I want to mention our sponsors here in a second, but I do want to let you know that the Verizon network that we depend on typically when we're at away games is not very good over here in Atkinson County for whatever reason. So bear with us. Might have to refresh a couple times, but we're broadcasting at the lowest bandwidth to provide you with hopefully a picture and audio at home. So keep that in mind. And I apologize for some reason it doesn't go through. We'll upload this. Will be on demand this evening. I know that's not super convenient, but sometimes that's the way it is. We're in these rural areas and they don't have local Wi-Fi for us to connect to. And, again, that's basically out of our control. We just appreciate them giving us an opportunity to come over and record and bring this game to you tonight. I want to thank Bennett Johnson, Daniel Johnson, Insurance, for being a part of being the title sponsor for the Red Raider football season this year, the absolute overall title sponsor for football. And then I have some athletic school year sponsors for BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting, and that would be Family Vision Care. And I'll talk more about these individually later. Coley Electric Plumbing Supply, and Burt CPAs. But we're going to take a quick break with 8:12 to go. Just a minute break here. Let me finalize some technical things, and we'll be back in just a moment.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing. Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
All right, Raider Nation, we are back live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, but brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. Folks, if you're just joining us tonight, again, I want to welcome you on the broadcast. We always invite you to come with the Red Raiders as we travel and support them in the stands, excuse me, and as well at home games. But we provide this service for those of you that can't make it or want to watch it on demand. And I want a huge shout-out. I had a text message this afternoon, Miss Lisa Hughes. If she can't make it, I know she's not because she always texts me, hey, are you going to be broadcasting? I responded, yes, ma'am, we're going to try. She's got a big cheer day tomorrow as the Miss Tanya Bordeaux and her team, her cheer squad, competition cheer team is going over to Wayne County for their first competition. So those ladies are preparing for that tomorrow. She'll be home watching us tonight. John told me John will be here watching, pulling for the Red Raiders as he normally does. And so we want to thank them for their support, that family. Multiple other people I will give shout-outs to later throughout the night. But, again, thank you for joining us. All right, what we got here going on, Sky?
We got your captains making their way out to midfield here. For your Red Raiders, you got from left to right Tyler Thomas, LaMarcus Wright, Keyshawn Holmes, and Rasheed Slade. For Atkinson County, you'll have Connor Hall. Got to look at this roster. Isaiah Ashford, Dacian Lott, and Tyquavius Williams. So they're going to make their way out, meet and flip the coin, and we'll see who's going to start this game off with possession.
Weather, this morning we looked at the forecast and there was a chance of some rain showers between 7 and 9. It seems like that has dissipated. We're thankful for some clouds in front of us because this field is built oddly because the home side faces the west where the sun goes down. And, man, that sun was just beating down on us just a few minutes ago. So we are actually thankful for the few clouds there are over there. So we are facing west. But no rain tonight. It doesn't look like, unless something churns up. You know, we have these hot afternoons. You know, anytime you have that, those thunderstorms can pop up. So we're hopefully that will avoid us tonight.
Well, that's kind of South Georgia in a nutshell.
Field looks pretty good. Not bright green, but it looks lush. I know we come over here a couple years ago, and it looked like it hadn't been cut in a couple weeks. And I'm not sure if they did that because of the few speed guys we had or what, just kind of slow us down a little bit. But the field looks pretty good. I don't think they had, and I know we had some rain issues maybe then as well. I don't think they had their logo painted in the middle of the field either.
Well, there's plenty of green out here because if you look beyond the fences, we're just looking at the trees out here.
Yeah. All right, what's the call there?
I'm trying to.
I couldn't interpret the ref who deferred or what, but it looks like Atkinson County is going to receive the opening kickoff, and the Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll start on defense tonight. Raiders in all white, red helmets. Atkinson County Rebels are in all red, black numbers. The Rebels are coached by Bobby Jones. It sounds a little familiar. If you say it really fast, you might say Bobby Johns, but Bobby Jones, he's from Cook County High School, been there for quite a while, and he integrated over to Atkinson County this year to be their head coach. Raiders coming out there. Nice crowd looking on the other side. Our band, they're not all in the stands just yet, but they'll take up a third. We have almost 120 strong. Waiting on the Rebels to break through. And looking through this window, I failed to see it ain't because of my age either, Sky, the black pants. For some reason I saw red on red, but when I look out the open window, I clearly see the black.
Well, I'm not sure how you get red confused for black, but whatever you say.
I'm going to blame it on the glare through the window.
Yeah, blame it on something.
All right, one thing I see for sure with Atkinson County, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. They got about 25 players on this team, so you got to think you're going to have a lot of kids running or playing both ways.
Yeah, a lot of Ironman football out there tonight, probably guys playing both ways. See how well conditioned they are.
Well, you see this in single A, whether it's Division I or Division II that they're in, Division I we're in, and then even double A, you see. You know, you want your best players on the field as much as possible at any level. We saw that last night. I listened to it on the radio as Appleton County and Jessup or Wayne County played last night. You know, they got a top running back in the state. He's headed to South Carolina. I think he's committed to there. He was playing both ways, linebacker / defensive end and running back. But Appleton County's defensive line was just a little too much for him last night. As Appleton did win 21-7. That was that final score.
Yeah, we've got 54 seconds here on the clock. It is winding down. Isaiah Robinson's going to get it teed up here for your Red Raiders to kick this game off. Isaiah, in my opinion, has done a pretty fine job this year handling the kicking duties.
Again, if you're just joining us, I'm hoping that the connection is going to be well enough. I've already got a couple texts saying that the audio and the video looks good right now. Hopefully that'll hold up the remainder of the game. When the buzzer goes off, they're going to reset the clock, and we're going to get this thing started.
All right, we're just waiting for Isaiah Robinson to kick this game off. Whistle blows. And Isaiah's going to kick it deep. Pretty good kick there. Atkinson County's going to catch it. He's going to make his way up the middle there to about the 20-yard line. That's where Atkinson County will take over and set up shop for this first possession of this ball game.
Ball's going to be spotted on the 21-yard line.
Got your typical cast of characters out there for your Red Raiders to start this game. All right, Atkinson County comes to the line here. 1st and 10 from the 21.
And once again, we're just going to have to remember that we're in the white, or I will. We've got stringing it out to the left side.
Quarterback takes the snap. We get it strung out there to the right side, and he either got tackled for a loss or got right back to the line of scrimmage there. Brody Rowland came flying in from that safety position to make that play.
Well, if you're able to watch the game last week live in the stands or 2 weeks ago from Scriven, that's the first thing I noticed from opening kickoff. You know, we had a 3 and out, and our defense was flying around, making tackles, wrapping people up, and again looked excited about being out there playing.
All right, just flow into the ball.
Some of the biggest kids up front we've had in quite some time on both sides of the ball, on offensive defensive line. And we got quite a few athletes out there, again, running around.
Snap to the quarterback. He's going to run it left this time, and he's going to have nearly the same result as he did the first time.
And that's what we're going to see this evening. I've been told that they're going to run the ball, try to pound it, and ground and pound it. They got a couple big fullbacks, one in particular at number 44. It's hard to see the numbers for me from the booth here. But he's a big kid out there he's kind of a rambling wreck. He's going to be like a 20-yard guy, but that's all you need, just three yards in a cloud of dust.
All right, well, right here they're going to need a little more than that as they're 3rd and 9.
And this is a position we want to keep them in, a team that's not comfortable with passing the ball, which Scriven was not comfortable a couple weeks ago. We kept them in a couple downs in which they were forced to.
All right, quarterback takes a snap again, runs off to the right. We're chasing down. That's Rasheed Slade there. And, again, we're going to wrap him up for a minimal gain on the play. So that's going to bring up 4th and down here for Atkinson County.
Once again, we corralled him. First man there, just couldn't make the play. He made a good move there, but we were able to, like you said, kind of wrangle him in there. And this is going to be a 4th and long for the Rebels. They're going to be punting. This young man, number 7.
That's Brody Rowland back deep to return this punt.
I want this guy to get a returnable ball. I tell you what, he's not scared of it.
Oh, and that snap rolls on the ground. That's a low punt for Atco. It takes a bounce and nearly dies right there on the spot. The Red Raiders are going to take over on Atkinson County's 48-yard line to start off this game.
That kind of looked like your sand wedge, didn't it? Has it checked up?
We can go and find out tomorrow if we want to.
Well, the Dogs are playing in the middle of the day.
Yeah, that's right.
We'd have to go real early or real late, so
yeah.
we'll just rest and watch the Dogs.
Save that for another day.
Dogs are going to take the Raiders are going to take over on the 48-yard line, approximately, of the Rebels.
We're going to come out in our normal set here. Knox is going to be taking the snaps, and Atkinson County just jumped off sides there to start this ball game.
We'll take a 1st and 5 on the opening play for the Raiders.
Let's say they're going to mark it off. Atkinson's defensive end was in our backfield.
I want to also mention, besides myself and Sky, Gage Lee, senior at Bacon County High School, is on the camera. Done a great job in Scriven. Had a lot of compliments on him. We try to give you as good a view as possible.
Oh, yes, sir. Rasheed Slade takes a snap and punishes the guy after about 5 yards. He's going to take that down to the Atco 34. So big gain there on 1st down for Rasheed Slade and your Red Raiders.
Yeah, Rasheed has the fullback size with some running back agility, athleticism.
All right, Knox is he's getting the play in from the sideline here. Time's 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Red Raiders are driving in Atkinson territory here after one play. Rasheed takes a snap, handoff, and goes down the far side there. He's going to finally wrestle him down around the 20. So in 2 plays, your Red Raiders have gained 28 yards. And Rasheed Slade is the hammer, and Atkinson County's defense is the nail right now. All right. Knox is going to be by himself here in the backfield. He's going to run it himself. And he's driving. He'll pick up a couple yards on the play.
Yeah, we were very successful with that play. He hesitated just a little in the backfield. I think that may have costed him a few extra yards, but he made some good decisions a couple weeks ago at Screven, and I'm not sure exactly how many yards rushing he had. If I had to guess, around probably 25 or 35 good solid yards for us, a couple first downs.
And that play works with Knox. He is not a small guy, not easy to bring down.
Yeah. Eight minutes, 43 seconds on the clock.
Snap Knox. Hand off to Rasheed Slade off the right side. He's going to pick up a handful there on that play. So that's going to bring up third down for the Red Raiders.
Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Bacon.
Right after our first 2 plays picking up those chunk yards, you got your first third down of the game here for your Red Raiders as Atkinson County's trying to get a guy off the field here. And he does. Knox is looking to the sideline. Snap to Knox. Handoff up the middle to Rasheed Slade, and they're going to meet him around the line of scrimmage. The Red Raiders are not going to pick up the first down on the play.
Looks like we're going to have a heavy set come in. What's the distance there?
It's going to be
4th and...
They've still got 4th and 5 on the scoreboard.
Yes, okay, I see the other marker now.
But our offense is staying on the field. We're going to go for it
Well,
here
it's
on
probably
4th and 5 from the 15.
A little far for the field goal. Too close to punt. Maybe see if we can get them jump off sides. Call a timeout. Yep. Raiders going to call a timeout. We are too. We'll take a quick break and honor our sponsors that I'll talk more about in just a few minutes. Be back in just a moment.
All right, here we go. Your Red Raider offense is back on the field here. They are going for this 4th down.
Runner play, pass.
Knox, handoff up the middle. That's a Key Brown, and I believe he's going to have enough for the first down on the play.
Yep. Moving the stakes. That's about a 9-yard gain for that young man. That may be his first carry of the year.
I believe
he
might have had one in the Lanier game or either the scrimmage, which, of course, the scrimmage doesn't count towards the season stats. But, yeah, your Red Raiders are going to stay in the same formation here. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Snap to Knox. Hand off to a Key again. It's going to fall forward for a yard or 2 on the play.
A yard. 2nd goal.
2nd down and goal for the Raiders as they are near the goal line, about the 2.5-yard line.
Knox looking to the sideline. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Snap the Knox, hand off to a Key.
That's it.
He breaks the tackle and
Touchdown.
falls into the end zone there at the end. I thought he was going to walk in, but I think he got to a guy at the end and make a little contact. So your Red Raiders take an early lead here with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left. That's a touchdown for Akey Brown. I know that's his first touchdown on the season. I do know that.
Well, a 48-yard drive after a 3-and-out. Very similar to what we did to Scriven a couple weeks ago. 3-and-out. We actually went a little bit longer on that scoring drive a couple weeks ago, but looked pretty solid there, Sky.
Yeah, we just punished Atkinson County right there on that drive. We just kept pushing them back.
And if you watch the coaches show, and I encourage you to, if you didn't, I had the offensive and defensive coordinator with me yesterday, Coach Matt Wilson and Thad Williams. You can find that. Go to YouTube. You can search Week 4 Red Raider Coaches Show, and it should pop up there somewhere. You'll see myself and 2 coaches sitting there. I think Week 4 with Coach Wilson last year might pop up, but you'll see the 2 coaches with me. And they were saying, how much stronger we were this year, and we got pushed around. He admitted, hey, we got pushed around last year, but we're not going to get pushed around this year. When we run up against somebody like Applin in the scrimmage game, they have a tremendous defensive line, shutting Wayne County down last night to 7 points. But in our region play, in our regular season play like we're doing now, we should be able to hold our own.
And you can see the difference. When you're down near field level and looking at these guys, you can see how big we are. And, if you follow Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs, they like to win it in the trenches. And I feel like we've got it pretty well in the trenches so far this year. All right, Isaiah's going to kick off again. Shorter kick this time here to the right side. Fielded by Atkinson County. He's taking it up there, up his left sideline. We're going to tackle him out of bounds at around the 30-yard line. So Atkinson County will set up around the 30 here to start their second drive of the game.
Again, if you're just joining us, thank you for being a part of the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports. I can give a couple shouts out early. One being to Miss Lisa Hughes, who's home watching tonight. She's helping to prepare the cheerleading team. She's got a daughter, a senior on the team, that for their first competition tomorrow in Wayne County. That's Miss Tanya Bordeaux and her crew. Got others watching. Miss Jennifer Lee, a teacher and big supporter, huge Red Raider everything fan. I want to thank her for being a part of our broadcast tonight.
Man, Akey Brown just shot in that backfield there off that left side, but they were able to get him blocked at the last second. And Atkinson's going to pick up a chunk on that play there as he's going to go up that right side for around 8 yards, set up second and short here.
Shout out to Mr. Tom Clay, former teacher at Bacon County High School, former substitute. Now he's a full-time resident at his home. I'm jealous. Thank him for joining us. I always text him and say, hey, well, how's it looking sound?
All right, Atkinson's going to run it there along that right side there, outside their right tackle. He's got enough for the first down, so they're going to move the sticks for the first time tonight. It's all right, though. You'll get to sit at the house soon enough. How many years you been at it now? Like 110 or something like that?
Something like that. I got about 6.5, 7 left.
Atkinson seems to be taking their time getting plays in and getting to the line.
17 on the play clock, 4 minutes and 58 seconds, under 5 minutes now in the first quarter. 7-0, your Raiders. Maybe I need to put the extra point there. Yep.
There's a snap there to Atco's big fullback, but we're going to have a handful of Red Raiders there to stop his progress.
I mean a big fullback. He's about 5'11", barely 6 foot, about 225, 30 pounds. He's a man.
Yeah, he is listed as 6 foot, 225 here on the Atkinson County roster.
and they'll put the quarterback and him in the backfield, and they put them nearly side by side. They have a couple of plays like that where they may snap it to the one or the other.
All right, Atkinson's going to have a 2nd and 6 here on their own 45-yard line. See if our Red Raiders can get some traction here. And we've got Tyler Thomas shooting into the backfield on that play for a loss. That's about a 5-yard loss on that play.
Great sack by that young man. I mean, he just whipped his guy on the line. We couldn't see it from here with the angle because he was on the right side of the line of scrimmage. But, man, he just shot through there and finished him off.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here for Atkinson County. And we've not seen a pass yet, although I do believe on their last 3rd down on the previous drive they did.
Was looking to pass.
Try to pass, but we covered everything up down the field. All right, 3rd and 11 here with 3:18 left. Snap to the quarterback. He is looking to throw, gets the throw off to the left side. Wow, and that pass is complete. Receiver there turned around at the last second to snag that ball out of the air.
Yeah, if our defender turned, but it was just a half a second too late. If he had turned, a half a second sooner, there could have been an interception there, or at least been able to see it to knock it down.
But nonetheless, they're a good catch by Atkinson County's receiver on that play, as they've moved the ball in the Red Raider territory for the first time tonight.
You could definitely tell they're not comfortable throwing the ball, though.
No.
So we got to keep them in those positions.
Right. 3rd and long, that's just back breaking for a defense. They're hoping to get off the field and get the offense back out there as the offense picked right up where they left off. As Atco gets to the line here. Snap to number 44, and we're going to meet him there for a minimal gain on that play.
Yeah, that was that direct snap. If you paid attention there, you could see the quarterback had his hands up as if he might be going to get the ball. But it was, in fact, snapped directly to that fullback.
So 2nd and 8 on the Bacon County 38-yard line here for the Atkinson County Rebels. We had 2:13 left in the first quarter. When you have a team like this that runs the ball predominantly, the clock seems to just chew away and chew up quick. Snap again. Atco's going to run off the right side, and again, minimal gain on that play as we are plugging holes. So, again, 3rd and long here for Atkinson County.
This is more of a running distance. They're probably in 4-down territory, if I had to guess. So they may not look to pass here.
It could be 2-down territory for them here. Might look to set something up for a manageable 4th down attempt. Oh, and we jumped.
Flag on the play.
But that'll just bring it to a
now,
3rd and short.
I don't know if both guys can move their hands at the same time to see if they're going to get the ball. Is that a legal play?
Well,
because that's what they just did there.
Yep, and they're simulating that on every snap.
I'm going to go upstairs in a second and ask Coach Wilson and see if they need to say something to the umpire. Surely if it was illegal, they would know. It don't seem right. I know that guys anywhere else can't make any motions other than, I would assume, just the quarterback.
All right, 3rd and 3 here for Atkinson County. Snap to the fullback, and we're going to blow that up in the backfield. He does sneak out of that first tackle, but he only fell forward for around a yard there.
Thomas again in there quickly.
Tyler is shooting off the ball so far in this game. And
that's what you got to do with a big guy like that. You got to wrap his ankles and get him at his knees or below because he's a big fella.
So I believe Atkinson's going to line up here and go for this 4th down.
Another big shout-out real quick to Coach Mike Thompson. He is home this evening watching us live. That's, again, Coach Mike Thompson. Thank him for joining us this evening.
That clock is eating away. We've got 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
13 on the play clock, so they are going to have to run one more play.
All right, 4th and 3 here for Atkinson County. Snap. And he's going to go along that left side. He's going to fall forward there at the last second for a Rebel first down.
Yeah, good run there by that. He's a small guy. A big difference between him and the fullback. A little bit quicker. Slipped through a hole there for a first down. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Don't think they'll get another play off before the quarter ends. And we're going to take a quick break as the buzzer sounds here. We'll be back in just a moment on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV, Red Raider Broadcasting. All right, we're back. We're about to start the second quarter. 7-0 your Raiders lead as Atkinson County. I'm having trouble with that tonight.
Spit it out, Junior.
The Rebels have driven the ball. A couple big third down plays that have given them an opportunity. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they've got the ball here on your Red Raider 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Going to be another snap to the quarterback. He is looking to throw, throws out to the left, and that's caught. He's going down the sideline. We're going to knock him out of bounds at around the 7-yard line there. So now Atkinson's hit on a couple pass plays here on this second drive.
Well, that time that young man was wide open. Nobody had followed him out. Before, it was a little, again, I don't think they're comfortable throwing the ball. Even though, again, that was a pretty good play there. It ended up being for them.
So that's going to be 1st and goal here for Atkinson County.
Raiders need to bow their back right here.
They'll go ahead and make a big stand here, get that ball back to the offense.
16 seconds on the play clock. 11:52, just 8 seconds off the clock here in the second quarter. Pretty good evening for football, temperature-wise.
Snap, he's going off the right side. We're going to meet him for no gain on the play. We strung that play out well there.
They're not going to be able to run side to side on us.
Yeah, we've got some speed there around the edges.
Unless they just block the fool out of us, which they didn't there. So we got too much speed on that outside.
So it'll be 2nd and goal again from the Red Raider 9-yard line here.
Got some more texts coming in. Some folks, they hear the shout-outs. They want to get their name in the pot.
All right, another run here off the left side. We're going to drive him back. That's going to be a loss on that play. Keyshawn Holmes blowing that up in the backfield.
He's fired up, too. That's what I like to see. I like to see the defense just get fired up, holler and scream out there after they make a big play. Not showy, just fired up. I mean, football's a pretty intense sport.
All right, 10 minutes, 36 seconds left in the second quarter. That clock is ticking away.
I'll give a shout-out to Mr. Sean Giddens. He's a middle school teacher, does a great job in the classroom, and I was a former soccer coach for a couple of years. A couple of the most competitive boys soccer teams we've had in our short time of having it. I want to, again, give him a shout-out for watching us tonight on the NFHS Network.
That's a timeout there So we're going to have a timeout here with 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second quarter, with Atkinson County having the ball on the Red Raider 12-yard line here after that 3-yard loss on the previous play.
We're going to stay right here. I want to say a few things about our sponsors. Number one, Bennett Johnson, the title sponsor. As you've seen some of these commercials you might actually see on cable television or satellite or streaming commercials. Some of them are comical. But auto insurance, I want to thank Daniel and even his dad, David. David's been a part of Red Raider football for decades. He was on the radio for many years, and then he just supports financially our broadcasting and the football, the Touchdown Club. Daniel's kind of handling the reins, took the reins now from that business. So I want to thank Daniel specifically for Bennett Johnson Insurance support of BCTV's Red Raider broadcasting.
All right, we're going to get back to that action here. 3rd and goal from the 12. As Atco looks to pass, dumps it back off to the left. We're going to string this out. That's Jeremiah Williams bringing the receiver down on that play. Good play there by Jeremiah.
Number 1 on the carry for the Rebels.
Number 9.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down.
All right. Atkinson County looked like they were driving there, but after 2 straight tackles for loss by your Red Raiders, they're going to be forced to attempt a field goal here.
Ezekiel Mendoza in an attempt a field goal for the Rebels.
Mendoza for the kick.
And it is up.
Just.
And it is just over the uprights.
Yeah, just over the crossbar, but that's good enough if it's through. It's going to be 3 points for the Rebels. And again, we're going to stay here with you. I want to talk just a little bit more about my annuals, what I call my athletic school year title sponsors. These are some folks that's been with us for years, and not only support me, but these people in the community. They support from rec league all the way up through varsity level sports. It's Family Vision Care. That's Drs. Hutto, Dr. Day. And again, we want to, and Dr. McQuaig. We want to thank them for joining us again this year, being a part of our broadcast. We want to thank Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply. That's Miss Lisa Coley and her fine crew. They're south of Alma on US 1 on the right as you're headed out of town. I want to thank them for being that hometown, small-town business, and that's the kind of care you get when you go in when you have an issue or have a problem.
Flag on the field.
So we got something.
Was declined. Atkinson County field goal stands.
Okay. It was a penalty on Bacon County some there. Wasn't going to be enough to give them a first down. They got the field goal. They're going to take the points is basically what they were saying there. So no confusion. 7-3, 9:32 remaining here in the second quarter. And then last but not least, Burt CPA, specifically Mr. Larry Taylor. I want to thank him for once again being a part of our broadcast. Folks, we broadcast upwards. This year I'm anticipating over around 130 events that will be broadcast. Now, probably half of those will be automatically recorded, and some of you have been watching that on our softball broadcast. That is an AI camera, automated camera that zooms in and out. It connects to the scoreboard, which gives you the score bug. It keeps up with the innings and outs and score and such. That's a pretty cool technology for when I can't do every game and everywhere. Football lends itself to be able to travel on a Friday night and traveling during the week to try to get a softball game out of town or a baseball game or basketball. It's just really difficult. I do have AI camera in the gym that gets all of our varsity level and JV basketball. We do have an AI camera at the football field, and that's what you'll watch our middle school and JV football and soccer.
All right, kickoff here by Atkinson County. It's going to be short. Fielded here by your Red Raiders. Spin move on the return, and he's still on his feet going down the left sideline. He's going to get pushed out at about the 35 there of Bacon County.
That was close to being a block in the back on our first guy.
Got number 11, O.J. Pender, on the return.
O.J. Ponder on the carry, brought down around the 32-yard line, brings up 1st and 10 For the Red Raiders of Bacon.
All right, so the Red Raiders are going to set up shop here. 1st and 10 from their own 32. 9 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the second quarter.
The camera looks a little dim. It's just we're in that twilight. If it looks a little dark, the lights have come on, but we still have some light from the sun, so it's
all right, I believe we've got Mike Dixon now in the backfield. Take the snaps. He's going to take it and run off that right side. He's going to get to about the line of scrimmage there. Atkinson County's defensive line made a good little stand there. We've got a flag on the play here for some extracurricular activity after the play.
Yeah, the Atkinson defender, I think he's maybe an extra couple seconds, kind of pulled him down after the whistle. I got a feeling we're going to get probably offsetting penalties here. And so he was trying to get up off the ground and get him off of him, and he's taking his time, and then you get a push, and I think that's basically what happened. I'll be surprised if it's just on one or the other team. They can bring them together, and it's one of them opportunities the refs can kind of hopefully nip that in the bud. But we'll see.
Yeah, and on plays like that, they don't usually get the first guy. It's, the second guy that responds. But
and we were the second guy that kind of responded. But, yeah, I think he just got and I think the coach just got a penalty for saying something here on the sideline. And again, I would not be fussing if we had gotten part of that penalty. I just figured we would. So this coach was aggravated about that situation, and he's just hurt his team because I think they're going to add another 15, unless it was a sideline warning.
Automatic 1st and 10 for Red Raiders.
Well, regardless, your Red Raiders are going to get 15 yards out of this.
No, they're getting 30. I think he just signaled. Maybe not.
Oh, we're going to take the ball here at our 47-yard line. Knox is in the backfield by himself on this play. Snap to him. Moopy comes in motion. He's going to take the ball, cut it back right, make it for about a 2-yard gain on the play, where he's brought down by a host of Atkinson County defenders.
This is the time where we need to go down and score here. We need to assert our will like we did that first drive.
And your defense was on the field there for a long time that last possession. It'd be nice to give them a long breather there on the sideline. We're going to run 2nd and 8 from our 49-yard line.
Well, 3 or 4 of our defenders are on the field still.
Right.
But that's all right. Again, I said earlier, this level, you need your best players on the field.
Snap to Knox. He's going to take it himself. Power forward. Boy. He's just pushing.
Man, you said he got to about 2 yards in. He just leaned into that line of scrimmage and got an extra 4 yards. Is that a –
All right, it's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Red Raiders. They're now into Atkinson County territory here on the 44-yard line. Snap to Knox, hand off there to Travion, bounces off the right side. He's going to work his way forward there for about a 7-yard gain on that play.
You're going to hear me talk about this all season long. This young man, and by no means am I comparing him. Coach Thompson, I'm not comparing him to the great Walter Payton. But I will say that he keeps his legs moving like Walter Payton did in his prime. It just keeps churning, and that's going to give him a few extra yards. That's one of the reasons that Walter Payton, he always fell forward. He hardly ever was knocked backwards.
All right, snap to Knox, hand off to Travion again, cuts it out to right, makes a guy miss. He's going to get a couple yards off of that play there before he's driven out of bounds here along the right side.
It's another flag.
Oh, and that's going to be another unsportsmanlike on Atkinson County there. And another flag.
He's just trying to get out of there. I mean, that's ridiculous. The guy was all in his face right there on the sideline.
And we just had
two
flags in the span of about 5 seconds there.
If it's the same guy, he may be gone. He will be. Two personal fouls. Number one was literally just trying to get out of the wad of red. They're going to get it sorted out. he's talking to the coach, trying to figure things out. And I certainly we don't want to say any more than we need to when it comes to those situations. Not sure what you saw on the camera there. Yep. If he threw the flag, both flags on the same kid, he's going to be gone. That's an ejection, and that's going to be is that 30 yards? And 2 flags is going to be 2 15s. It's going to push the Raiders on that. I hate to see this for both teams, but again, it can be part of the game. It's some frustration.
Well, this drive right here, the Red Raiders haven't had to do too much because flags have marched them down the field on this drive.
That's 45 yards of penalties. 3 personal fouls.
Is that good? I mean, is that good for us picking up 45 yards
I
there?
think so. I mean, it doesn't show up on offensive stats.
Closer to the end zone. That must be good.
It is. And it's allowed our team to rest a little bit, like we said earlier.
And off the Moopy as he comes in motion along that left side. He's got one guy to beat, and he's going to wrap him up there right around the first down marker down that left side. Moopy was heading for the goal line on that play. And the only guy between him and the goal line was able to make the play.
That was a great tackle by the defender there because I'm telling you, folks, Moopy is quick and fast. That's a lethal combination. So we got maybe a equipment issue. He's sending a young man off the field. Too many on the field. Nope, getting a replacement there. Not sure what happened there. I don't know if it's equipment issue. The ref blew his whistle and let the young man get off the field.
Yes, that's going to bring us to 2nd and 1 from the 10.
6 minutes and 17 seconds.
This game is suddenly moving in slow motion after it seemed to be sped up there for so long.
Let's see here. That's another.
For a while there, that clock was just churning away, and now it's seemingly not moving.
We're going to take a quick break as well, catch our breath, and be back here in a moment and honor our sponsors. All right, we're back. I got a quick update on the score. I'm real surprised. Ware County 14, Benedictine 0. That's, again, a little surprise to me.
All right, snap and knocks here. 2nd and 1 from the 10. Handoff to a key up the middle.
First down.
And I believe he's going to have enough there for that first down. All right, so that's going to bring us here 1st and goal for your Red Raiders from the 9. We're going to have 6 minutes here left in the second quarter. This is only the Red Raiders' second offensive possession of the game, as both teams have ran the ball predominantly in this ball game so far and just kept that clock moving.
5:50 remaining in the second quarter.
All right, we've got Knox take the snap. Rashid Slade's to his left there on the far side. Snap to Knox, hand off to Rashid up the middle. He's going to get a little momentum going there before he's brought down. So he's going to get your Red Raiders down to the 5-yard line.
We haven't attempted a pass yet, have we, Scott?
No, we have not. We've ran the ball every play so far. But you can't argue with the results, as we've been able to march it down the field along with a few penalties on the Atkinson County Rebels.
That's right.
All right, we're going to have 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal from the 5. Handoff there to Travion as he goes threw that left side in for a touchdown on that play.
It's going to make your score 13-3 for your Red Raiders.
And that hole just opened up there. Travion didn't have to do a whole lot.
He made one move out to the left, and he walked in.
Some good offensive line play here so far from your Red Raiders, creating these holes for these backs to run through.
And again, I want to thank senior Gage Lee for being on the camera for me tonight, as he's the traveling man, senior at Bacon County High School. And it's good.
Isaiah Robinson with a successful point after attempt there. Bring your score to your Bacon County Red Raiders 14, Atkinson County 3 with 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing. Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
All right, we're back. 4 minutes, 53 seconds left here as your Red Raiders are going to kick off to Atkinson County. Isaiah's going to kick it short here to the right side. Going to have a fair catch made by number 20.
At the 30-yard line.
So Atkinson County will set up shop here at their own 30-yard line.
30-yard line. First and 10 for your Rebels.
Well, the Raiders could do a quick 3 and out here, get the ball back, and tack on a couple more points before half.
Double dip there.
And we're going to get the ball back as we deferred to the second half. Another quick shout out to Miss Tiffany Ross. She is a teacher of business and finance at Bacon County High School, but her and her husband have had some health issues in the last couple weeks, and they haven't been traveling like they normally would. And they're at home with their kids.
Snap to the quarterback. He rolls out right, looking to pass, stops, cuts up the field, breaks the tackle. And your Red Raiders are going to stand him up there for about a 9-yard gain on the play. Actually, they're going to give him the first down, so Atkinson County will move the sticks.
And those two kids that I had to pause on there, a big shout out to Madison and Mason Ross as they're home again watching with their mother and father, I'm sure. The Red Raiders here as we face Atkinson County.
Yeah, we had a celebrity guest appearance there from Tiffany this morning. She fooled everybody. She hadn't been there this week and shows up for first block this morning to everybody's surprise. I'm sure she signed a few autographs for everyone before she left.
Hey.
All right, Atkinson County's going to come to the line here on their own 40. Snap to number 44, and he's going to take it off the right side for a 3-yard gain on the play. That clock just keeps on ticking down. We've got 4 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock here remaining in the first half.
We have the voice of the Raider Regiment right here with us tonight, Mr. Ron Johnson, pastor at First Baptist Church of Alma. And we'll get to hear him here in a minute. I'm gonna mic him up, I think. Folks, I'll go ahead. I know Miss Langelis, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, is watching us tonight as well. She didn't ask for a shout-out. She hadn't texted me. I don't think she's got my number. But she teaches science for us at Bacon County High School. But she was going to be watching tonight football, but she was particularly wanting to be able to see the band play tonight and listen. She had some kids tell her about it. So, Ms. Langelis, I'm missing a
We got snapped to court. He fumbles it, bobbles it. We're going to bring him down for a huge loss on that play there. I'd like to have seen us be able to come away with that ball, but we just couldn't get back there in time as the quarterback was able to pick it back up and essentially get wrecked there by a couple of Red Raiders.
I didn't bring the microphone that I need at away games to pick up our band, but I want to try my best to use a headset to do so during halftime so you folks that are tuning in specifically for the band, and there are some that are. Either way, I'm going to be recording it on my camera, and I will upload it and put it on my YouTube channel, my teacher channel for future views.
We've got a second and about a mile here for your Atkinson County Rebels. Snap to the quarterback. We're going to have a timeout before the snap.
Timeout called by Atkinson County.
All right, with that timeout, we'll take one here too as well. Take a quick break, about 30 seconds, as we honor our sponsors here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV's Red Raider Broadcasting.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
All right. 3 minutes and 4 seconds, 2nd and 10 for the Rebels.
It is a lot more than 10. They just haven't updated it.
Oh, you are correct, after the sack.
All right, Atkinson County is going to start here on their own 34, 2nd 19. A little handoff there off the left side, and he's going to go forward there for a minimal gain. He might have got 3 off of that play.
Gives the game a few yards, brings up 3rd down for the Rebels.
All right. I think if they've got it updated now, it's going to be 3rd and 17 for Atkinson County here from their own 36. Atkinson's trying to get their play in. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the second quarter. All right, we're going to have another timeout here by Atkinson County. So as they're getting things sorted out, we'll take another break here with your Red Raiders leading 14-3 with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll have a 3rd and 17 play from the Atkinson County Rebels when we come back here on the NFHS Network. And we're back. 3rd and 17 here for Atkinson County from their own 36. Snap to the quarterback. He's going to look to throw here. Throws one up in the middle of the field. We're going to catch that ball like a punt there. I believe that's Aiden Cawthorn with the interception. He's going to run that back down the left side. He might have a convoy to the end zone, and he gets wrangled out of bounds there around the 25-yard line. I'll tell you what, we've had
the one red jersey on the field on that
plays
side.
here by Atkinson County where just the only guy in the area code has been able to save the day.
Yeah, I just knew. I didn't say it because my mic was off. I said it, but you didn't hear it. I said, he's gone. I mean, there's nothing over there.
Man, you seen Aiden and then 3 white jerseys in front of him and green grass with a red speck in the middle, and that red speck was able to make the play. Regardless.
Either way, we get the ball back with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. 1st and 10 for your Red Raiders. With a little bit of momentum here. Let's see if we can't stick this one in the end zone. At least get some points from it.
Yeah, if we can, let's just go ahead and use these 2 minutes. Use these 2 minutes, get the ball back to start the second half, and just add on. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the Atkinson County 25-yard line for your Red Raiders. Knox is going to take a snap. It's not low and bobbled. He's going to pick it up, though. Oh, I think he might have lost it there at the end. Atkinson County just recovered and took the ball back from us. Well, I don't really want to say they took it from us. More so we might have kind of gave it to him there on that play.
Well, on a play like that, he's trying to do too much. You just have to fall on the ball. You know, it's tough to think about that as a player. You're trying to do what you can when you can, but at that moment, you just got to fall on the ball this time of the game and live to fight another day. I mean, it's going to be second and long, but at least you didn't turn it over.
Yeah, and he just couldn't get a handle there on that snap. It looked to be a little low.
Well, the defense is just going to have to bow their backs once again here, make a couple plays, and let's get out of this half without them doing any more damage.
All right, 1st and 10 for Atkinson County on their own 36-yard line. Snap to the quarterback. He's going to try the left side this time. He's going to pick up a couple there, but we're going to –
we took it from him. The whistle had not – you can't blow the whistle after the fact.
I believe they're going to try and say his forward progress was stopped on that play.
Oh, boy. I didn't – that was close.
Michael Dixon came out of the pile with that football.
But there was absolutely no whistle until after he was 5 yards down the field after he took it.
And he was definitely scoring on that play unless the turf monster tackled him. Because there was no red specks between him and the end zone that time.
Well, the forward progress probably did stop. My concern was the whistle did not blow, though.
All right, so regardless, we'll have a 2nd and 5 here from the Atkinson County 40 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in the first half. All right, snap to the quarterback. He'll try the right side. We're going to meet him in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. That's a Key Brown with a big defensive stop there.
Key's had a big game both sides of the ball, scoring his first touchdown of the season on offense.
I would say Key's had a big start to the season there, especially on defense. I know he was defensive player of the game against Screven a couple weeks ago.
If you watch that coaches show, these coaches talked about some of the players. Didn't call any names, just saying that we have 3 sophomores on the offensive line. We got a ton of juniors, sophomores, and a handful of freshmen. Very few seniors, which is a good problem for the Red Raiders as we continue to mature.
All right, clock's ticking. 35 seconds left in the first half. Snap to the fullback. He's going to drive his way up the middle there for around 3 yards on the play. So that play will not end the first half as we've got a timeout on the field with 25 seconds left to go in the first half.
Who called it? I'm assuming Atco did.
I believe we might have called that so we can have a shot here with the ball.
That might be questionable.
All right, folks, halftime is on the way. You've got 2 performances.
25.4 on the clock, 14-3. Your Raiders lead again.
County Band Boosters, all those folks in there are volunteers. So when you go down there and support that program, make sure you thank those volunteers for their time this evening.
All right, listen, some of these messages we're getting is a little ridiculous, or at least the ones that Keck's getting.
Well, none of them are saying you're doing a good job, so they're not too ridiculous.
by his fan club. Y'all going to make his head is not going to be able to fit out the door when we go home if y'all keep complimenting him.
It's all right, y'all. I learned from Brent exactly what not to do.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, Atkinson County's going to punt the ball away here to your Red Raiders. We've got Brody rolling.
And that's a shout out
deep on the play.
to Sonia Nipper.
Yeah,
Miss Sonia Nipper.
We'll talk about her in a second. Bacon County High School's support staff of the year. All right, that punt's away. Brody's going to catch it on the hop. Now he's going to let it keep rolling. It's going to come to a halt there around the 28-yard line. So your Red Raiders have 16 seconds left here in the first half to see what they can do.
Yeah, maybe we could throw one down the field here. I think that was a smart play there by number 7. I think the ball took a hop away from him. He was prepared to catch it on the hop, but nonetheless, we should get 1 or 2 shots at it here. We are out of timeouts, if in fact we did call that last timeout. So we're going to have to throw something down the middle, deep, to stop the clock for the chains to move, or we're going to have to throw some outs. But either way, 15.9 on the clock, 14-3 lead for your Raiders. We will, again, receive the opening kickoff. Got a score here, update, got to be probably near halftime. That's Turner County 22, Irwin County 20. I tell you what, Irwin has not to par, not like what we were accustomed to seeing the last couple of years, last 5 to 7 years as they've been competing for state championships. Brooks County as well has struggled a bit early in the season. I hear they've got a young squad. Maybe the same happening there at Irwin County.
Snap to Mike Dixon there. He's going to take the direct snap, go along the right side. He's going to pick up a first down on the play, but at this point here in the second quarter, your clock is not your friend as it's going to stop with 7 seconds left in the first half.
Clock's running.
We're going to get up to the line here to spike the ball, give ourselves one more play here in this half as we're going to.
No, we got another play.
Yeah, that clock expired, but
oh boy,
that ball was dead before that clock expired.
Yeah, there should be a second on the clock. I mean, these guys up here running the clock should have stopped it.
All right, so.
But that's it.
They're going to say that's the end of the first half. And I don't think Coach Mark Wilson's going to be too happy with that as he's walking down the field there with a few words for the referees.
We're going to prepare for halftime here as well. We'll come back early with our thoughts on the first half as we get ready for the second half.
But real quick there, I said we'd talk about Sonia Nipper for a second. She works there at the high school. Does a great job, in the inclusion classes and helps these kids out. And, of course, she's watching because she's a big Red Raider supporter. And it doesn't go unnoticed. The kids always notice who supports them, and she's always been one of them. So shout out to her for that, and great co-worker to go along with it.
And he would have said that about Miss Sonia even if she hadn't have said that he should be calling Georgia Bulldog games. I mean, that's a little ridiculous.
Well, nobody would say that about you. So,
all right, we're going to take a break here. Hopefully we'll get the Red Raider Regiment on camera, and I'm going to try to get a little audio for you as well, as best as I can. So, again, we'll be back into about 15 minutes.
Raider Regiment! The Raider Regiment will present their 2023 show titled The Music of John Williams, featuring the music from E.T. and Star Wars. Soloists include Madison Easterling, Hayden Shaw, Jackson Waters, Hadley Griffin, Maddie Norris, and Tenania Jenkins. The band would like to thank their major sponsors, Clean Air and Electric, First Franklin Financial, and Carver Drug Company. Drum majors Taylor Pritchett and Rachel Sweat. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field Drum Major Anna Trejo and the 2023 Atkinson County Marching Rebels. The Marching Rebel theme to their 2023 show is King of Pop, a tribute to Michael Jackson. The Marching Rebels will open their show with The Way You Make Me Feel, transitioning into Billie Jean, featuring the percussion and auxiliaries. The Marching Rebels will exit the field with Rebel Rouser. Sit back and relax and enjoy dynamic sounds of the Atkinson County Marching Rebels. Drum Major, is your band ready? Superintendent of Atkinson County Schools, Mr. Bob Brown. Principal of Atkinson County High School, Dr. Melissa Wilbur. Principal of Atkinson County Middle School, Dr. Sandra Holmes. Band Director, Bill Stelzner. Thank you to everyone in the community and parents that support the Marching Rebels. Special thanks to
if you want to wait on it, that's fine. The camera will be all right. Okay, Raider Nation, we are back from a great halftime show by the Raider Regiment as well as the Rebel band. We did 2 of our numbers. It's the first time we've dressed up in our uniforms and had some props. But they did a great job. We have a third song they will implement in time as they're still kind of putting things together. But yeah, what a great job they did. I was glad to be able to bring that to you. You have a little bit of volume. I think it might have been a little iffy to start with, but I did get a little feedback saying that it turned out okay. But once again, I will pull that footage from the camera, and that camera volume should be much better, and I'll drop that on YouTube and share that with everyone sometime over the weekend. But we are here, 3 minutes, 54 seconds left in the half. I want to give a little review of the first half. If you're just joining us, I want to give another shout out to a fella, I would say kind of a classmate. He was a year ahead of me in school, but we played some baseball together growing up and some basketball here and there. Mr. Michael Linder. He lives a little further up north than us, and we want to thank him for joining us. He shot me an IM on instant message saying that, man, he joins Raider Nation on Friday nights by watching the NFHS network, and I really thank him for that. That's one of the reasons why we do what we do. If it's just one person like Michael being able to tune in from way off, or someone in the military, or someone's grandma, grandfather that's out of state or out of town, that's why we do what we do these last 12, 13, 14 years now, 14 years that we've been broadcasting. And we've been with this NFH network since then. We did 1 year. The first year we tried the streaming, we went with a group. I can't even remember their name. And then I was introduced to this over a summer at a workshop to the NFHS network, and we climbed on board and was one of the smallest schools to join them, and been with them ever since. I know it's a pay-to-watch. It's a subscription-based. Some people don't like that. A lot of schools are doing YouTube and Facebook. But once again, as a reminder, one of the biggest reasons we do is the NFHS network has a contractual agreement with the GHSA, which guarantees us playoff events. Schools can't turn us down to go and broadcast playoff events for our school, no matter where they're at. That's come into play multiple times, multiple years for us. Schools can turn us down in the regular season, but it's rare because the NFHS is so popular now. They know it's a subscription base, which means, the company gets some, but we do get a little kickback to our school, to my program, helping to support what we do, to pay for equipment and travel and those types of things, which is super important. We also, obviously, we have sponsors that provide additional income for that as well, and I want to thank them as I continue to do running commercials and talking about them. But again, we just appreciate having this opportunity to come and broadcast from Pearson. I'm thankful that the Verizon network that we typically use, we've got a really cool-looking router here that helps us to pull in even more signal than your average cell phone or hotspot. And we want to thank the Red Raider Touchdown Club for going in halvesies on that. This is several hundreds of dollars that we invested just for that purpose, to be able to help ensure good quality connections when we're streaming at away events. So, again, I appreciate their support of what we do as well. All right, Sky, real quick, got a minute left now. I'm not sure if they're putting any more time on the clock, but what's your first thoughts on the first half? Basically, what we discussed right before half was over.
So first half kind of flew by. I mean, your Red Raiders only had 4 possessions, and first 2 they were able to punch it in the end zone for a score. The third one was a one-play fumble after we had just caused a turnover. And then the fourth possession was a 15-second possession there to end the first half. So the Raiders have done well moving the ball. They've put some points on the board. Atkinson County's, their offense, they just pretty much run it right at you every play. And we haven't let them break any big plays, really, except maybe one there on that second drive that Atco had. And they don't seem to be wearing us down. No. We're holding up pretty well. So pretty positive first half for the Raiders. Of course, you'd like to see them clean up that turnover. But 14-3 going into the second half, they're in a good position. Can't really complain too much.
Well, it kind of lulled us to sleep, and nothing dynamic happened. We had those couple drives, like you said. When you're just rushing it 3, 4, 5, 10 yards at a time, it kind of lulls you to sleep. Nothing super exciting. Our defense, I thought, played well overall. Again, we had a few plays here and there. Had some bad luck. Sometimes that happens where other team makes a play. Or you're not able to make a play for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, as an example, Atkinson County had a bad snap. Their quarterback bobbles it and ends up falling on it. We have what looked like a bad snap. We can't handle it. We don't fall on it. I mean, just those things right there.
Well, again, we're in good shape, 14-3. We're going to get the ball back here in the opening kickoff the second half. Best thing we can do is take that sucker down and score and avoid any issues, any turnovers or anything like that, and just drop the hammer there. And I think that'll be the type of offense that they run. One more touchdown's probably going to do it unless something crazy happens. And with the type of ground and pound that they want to try to run. Again, they have, you can see on the camera there, they don't have a whole bunch of players, 24 or 5 that I counted before the game. And they got a lot of guys going both ways. So that's going to take a toll on them here in the second half, or at least I hope it does. Now, we do have multiple players that are playing both ways, but they are getting some rest here and there, so I think that helps.
And honestly, what you'd really like to see the most, of course, is a win. And you also want to see your Red Raiders come out and have a clean second half, be able to execute properly, and put a few more points up on the board. And obviously get out of here healthy. You don't want any injuries, of course, anytime.
That's right. I want to thank once again, I mentioned earlier, this being a subscription base, we also have let me tell you a little bit more about that subscription. It's monthly if you're just signing up with us. Those that have signed up and been with us in the past, you were locked in last year, just like almost any other service. Unfortunately, these days, every year that seems like they go up. I've been using YouTube TV, streaming it for now almost 4 years. Got rid of some satellite stuff I had, and every year it seems like it bumps up $199, $299, $399, that sort of thing. And no different with the NFHS. But it's not horrible, and I'll tell you why. You can do the monthly route. I think it's $12.99 a month. That's going to get you a ton of games right there, from softball to football here in the regular season. But for $79.99, that's going to give you all year long. And $80, and I said earlier in the broadcast, we're going to do approximately 130 events. You do the math, it's less than $1 an event. Now, most of you that subscribe, you come to games, and that's what we want. You want your physical support, if possible, to come to these games. Use our broadcast to watch them on demand later, and watch live when you can't. Now, you can watch this on your phone, on your computer, on your smart TV. There's apps. Just search for the NFHS Network app and download it, and you can log in once you've created your account and watch it on all those devices. And, again, it's a pretty cool thing. Again, it is subscription. I know a lot of schools are doing YouTube. Scriven was doing that the other night, and that's easy, but anybody can log in. We're benefiting, I promise you, quarterly from getting some of that shared revenue back to my program, allowing us to continue to do what we do as much as we can, and that support is appreciated. But I want to thank Bennett Johnson before the kickoff here. That's Daniel Johnson, Bennett Johnson Insurance. There's office in Alma. There's office in Blackshear. I don't know those gentlemen's name in Blackshear, but I do know Daniel and David Johnson, and we thank them for their support. Burt CPAs, that's Mr. Larry Taylor specifically, and the Alma branch. They've got multiple offices as well, Baxley, Homerville, and Waycross. The accounting firm, Burt CPAs. And I want to thank Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Miss Lisa Coley and her fine staff there in Alma. And then Family Vision Care, Drs. Hutto, Day, and McQuaig. Thank you for their continued support of Red Raider broadcasting.
All right, so Atkinson County is going to kick off to your Red Raiders here to start the second half. Your Red Raiders leading 14-3.
I mentioned earlier, a pretty good night for football. It's not super humid out there, not a lot of breeze, but it's pretty nice. It's probably the nicest night we've had so far, and hopefully we'll continue to get a little bit cooler weather as we ease on into September. October because it's been miserable in August.
And that kick is deep there. It's going to go over our head, roll down towards the goal line. We're going to pick it up, run towards the middle of the field. Got a few blocks there. He's going to make it back out to around the 10-yard line. So not optimal starting field position here for your Red Raiders.
Well, I think that was kick was a little surprise that he kicked it as far as he did. We were up. He went back. I think he made the right choice of letting it hit just to see what the ball was going to do. If it took a big kick into the end zone, it would have been great, but it didn't. So he had to retrieve it at that point. And made an effort to get it back out to the 10-yard line.
So with that being said, your Red Raiders are going to set up shop here at the 10-yard line to start the second half. Got Knox set to take the snap. Travion to his left. We're going to look to throw a pass. We're going to throw one down the left sideline. That's going to be intercepted there by the Atkinson County Rebels at around the 30-yard line. As I want to say that was possibly a miscommunication there as the ball was thrown.
I just think it was underthrown. It's almost like he short-armed it. He wasn't maybe sure, and that's part miscommunication may be right. We wasn't sure exactly what the receiver was going to do because I was watching Knox the whole time, and he just kind of short arm, not sure exactly if he was going long or cutting to the outside or short, but that was a huge mistake by the Raiders here early.
Yeah, that's not the start to the second half we were looking for. We're going to have to make a defensive stand here as Atkinson County is going to start on the Red Raiders side of the field here at the 29-yard line.
Well, you never want to give a team that has given their maximum effort tonight, without a doubt, just like the Raiders have. You don't want to give them any kind of second breath. That's why going down and scoring there would have probably folded the tent.
Snap to the quarterback, runner on the right side. He's got the right sideline. He's down the right sideline, and we're not going to catch him as he's going to cross the goal line there for an Atkinson County touchdown, and it just made this ball game a whole lot closer. Actually, no, I don't think we're going to have a touchdown, as I believe they're signaling him to be out of bounds before crossing the goal line.
7 or 8 yard line down there. Brings up
and he's going to get ruled out at around the 7-yard line.
It's going to be first and goal from the 7. That was a break by the Red Raiders. If we can stop that little guy from going in here.
They're going to run that right side again, and it's going to be a completely different result there as we get him down out of bounds, maybe for a loss on the play along that far sideline.
Brings up second and goal for your Rebels.
Got an updated score. Benedictine 17, Ware County 14.
All right, second and goal from the 7 here for Atkinson County. 11 minutes, 32 seconds left in the third quarter.
Irwin County 28, Turner 28, just early in the third quarter. 28-28, Irwin and Turner. Turner's have been tough these last few years. Got some good players.
Run there by the quarterback along the left side. He's trying to get the edge, and he won't get there.
Great tackle by is that number 8?
That is number 2, Dietrich Smith on the stop.
Again with the keeper around the near side this time.
Atkinson County's trying the right sideline and the left sideline. Little success there. On those previous 2 plays, as Brandon showing me some comedy up here in the booth.
Oh, I got one more. Well, maybe some more shout-outs. But Mr. Ray and Sheila Taylor, they're at home tonight watching the Red Raiders. Two of my biggest, not my biggest fans necessarily, but Raider fans. But they are my fans.
Like
yeah,
literal fans?
Yeah.
Because it can't be people.
Kind of, sort of. But I promise you, Mr. Ray, he's got it going on, and I'll describe it in a second.
And Atkinson's quarterback's going to roll out right, look to pass. He's got some time, throws one up towards the end zone there, and it's going to fall incomplete.
That play looked like slow motion.
Yeah, that was a slow developing play there.
But Mr. Ray Taylor, folks, he's got a radio on with some game going. He's got a game on his television. He's got a game on his computer. So he's got at least three games going at one time to keep up with high school football.
That's going to bring us to a field goal attempt here by Atkinson County.
Number 11, Ezekiel Mendoza, into attempt a field goal.
It's going to be a
Kick is going to be up, and
35-yard
it's well
attempt.
short there.
I wonder if somebody got their hand on it. Did I hear?
I think it was just a bad kick.
Okay, just a thud there at the bottom. That's going to be no good. So the Raiders, after
defense catches a break there, well, not really catches a break, but they force that stop there, and
our offense caught a break.
Right, and our offense is going to get a chance to right their wrongs here from the last couple of drives. Is they're going to get to take over. Up 14-3.
Actually, a little bit better field position than before.
Yeah, we actually came away with 2 yards there out of that whole scenario.
I think it's about 10.
Well, see, now they're going to re-spot it here.
Let's see if we can take care of this thing and go down. And like I said, I think we can put this game away definitely with a touchdown.
Knox gets the snap, hand off there. Moopy's going to be met there and up the middle. He's maybe going to scratch a yard out of that.
I tell you what, and if you were with us the first half, there was some unsportsmanlike flags thrown. I appreciate aggressiveness, but this ATCO team they've struggled to hold their composure, and they keep, playing with a chip on your shoulder is one thing, but doing a little too much after the whistle is another.
All right, second down here for the Raiders. Knox takes a snap, runs it there off the left side.
Keeps pushing.
They're going to bring him down there. He's going to get a couple out of that play.
Number 14, Knox Ledbetter with the keeper.
Atkinson County comes out of there with the ball, but referees are going to say that Knox was down on the play.
Or forward progress had stopped, one or the other.
We've seen that before.
At least we hear the whistle about the time he goes down.
All right, 3rd down and 6 here for your Red Raiders from their own 25-yard line. 9 minutes, 13 seconds left here in the third
Now, we
quarter.
jumped offside one time, and they immediately blew the whistle. They let that gentleman get back.
All right, handoff Travion along the right side. Going to get past one guy. He's going to get pushed out of bounds there around the 35.
It's going to be a first down for the Red Raiders.
Yep, they are moving the chains there.
And look at this fresh group of guys coming in. I love to see that.
Ball going to be spotted on the.
Your Red Raiders there with mass substitutions after that play.
And look at this. We're telling you guys, we got some massive guys up front too. And Sky's right. When you're down there with them on the field, it really is. We got some big kids.
All right, 1st and 10 here from the 37 for your Red Raiders on their own 37. Snap to Knox. He's going to run it there up the middle again. We get a better push on this play than
that
last attempt. Knox is going to come out of there with about 5 yards on that run.
We mentioned this in Scriven. Knox has put on a little bit of weight, which is a good thing for the young man. He plays baseball too, and he's not a base stealer, as Sky said. But that little bit extra weight allows him to push forward, like you saw him do in Scriven, like you saw just there, and it comes in handy.
All right, snap to Knox, hand off there to Rasheed Slade. He's going to go along the right side. He's going to break a couple tackles. And
that was a good tackle, or he was gone. I mean, that was a great. He went low at the knee, shin level.
Again, we were about one guy away from breaking a big play there and putting 6 points on the board.
That was a nice run by Slade.
Yeah, and he gets us out here to midfield with 8 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Good run there by Rasheed. It's been a little bit of a punisher in this game so far tonight. Definitely had a few guys feel his power so far.
He's one of the best-looking kids on the field no matter where you go.
Snap to Knox, hand off to Travion here along the right side. Atkinson County's going to be able to wrap up that play there. He's going to get pushed out down that right sideline there.
For the Red Raiders.
Second and about 13 along 12 for the Raiders. More importantly, that clock continues to churn, 7:40. 7:39 in the third quarter. So the clock is also Atco's enemy. That's the 12th man for them being down in their style of offense. And this defensive end's lined up offsides.
We've got a flag on the play.
Is that a legal shift?
Yep. We're going to have an illegal motion here on your Red Raiders.
I'm telling you, the defensive end for Atco, I believe his head was over the line, but
back him up 5 yards.
So that's going to put us at 2nd and 17-ish. We've only had one pass attempt, and that didn't turn out too good for us. 2 pass attempts. I think we did have the first one was okay, but the second one.
All right. 2nd and 17 here from their own 43. Your Red Raiders with the ball.
You got to think if we can get past the 50, it may be a 4-down situation.
And we've got a whistle here again before the snap.
Timeout.
Timeout for your Red Raiders.
We're going to take a timeout, too, and honor our sponsors. We'll be back here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV's Red Raider Broadcasting. That's a good game. We might have beat Berrien.
Maybe.
All right, we're back. Couple quick updates. I just got one from Mr. Ray Taylor. Cook and Clinch County, we knew this was going to be a good game. Cook and Clinch County is tied 21-21 right after maybe the start of the third quarter there. Still 17-14 in the Benedictine game. We've had this battle of the border. I'm not sure how long that's been going on, but they're playing some games over in Kingsland area.
All right, your Red Raiders back here on offense. 2nd and 17 from their own 43. Throw from Knox here out to the right side. It's going to go off our receiver's hands there on the play.
Probably going to see a punt here, I would think, with this amount of distance. Maybe not. I don't see a lot of maybe a pooch kick or something. I don't know. But
well, it would be strange for us to punt on 3rd down.
Oh, is it 3rd? Okay, I just thought they hadn't changed the number on the board. My apologies. I was looking up some scores. That battle of the border, we got Fitzgerald taking on Madison County. I mean, they're always been a powerhouse, a little small schools. 30-16, Madison County over Fitzgerald.
All right, empty backfield here for the Raiders. Knox is back there all by himself. It's 3rd and 17 here from our 43. Knox is back to pass. Good protection. He's got a man down the field there. He stops. Moopy's going to bring that catch in. He's streaking down the field.
Touchdown.
And he is not going to be caught by any guys wearing a red jersey.
Folks, that's what Knox is capable of. He throws a great ball, a tight spiral. Moopy was so wide open, it was slightly underthrown. Had to slow down just a little bit to catch it. But, man, what a great spiral he threw. And Moopy's quickness, as soon as he got it, he was in the end zone. What a great play by the Red Raiders.
Man, that's exactly the answer we were looking for there after our previous possession. And, we probably would have liked for it not to have to come on 3rd and 17, but we'll take them how we can get them.
That was a 56-yard scoring strike.
Isaiah Robinson on
57. I was correct.
Point after attempt. Can you do anything right?
Oh, man. Okay, I was 1 yard off. Give me a break. 6 minutes and 46 seconds. Kick is up.
And it is good.
Man, that was a strong kick there by Robinson.
I'm telling you, Isaiah has had a strong start to his season on special teams. He has been impressive.
We're going to stay with it. I'm going to give a couple scores here. Again, that battle of the border. Coffee County was playing Bowles tonight out of Jacksonville. 6-0 Bowles tonight. That's the latest. I'm looking on ScoreStream. I give them a little prop here. You can download that app. Most of the time the scores are pretty accurate. Turner and Irwin, they still have them at 28 apiece. Pierce County and Liberty County. Pierce is up 14-6 at halftime. That was the latest there. Again, we said earlier, Clinch and Cook County is 21-21. Lanier and Berrien was 7-7 in the second quarter. That's the latest update there. Berrien was the team we were supposed to play last week.
All right, fans, do me a favor. Help me give a shout-out to those cheerleaders down there. They're out there at every single game.
All right, Isaiah Robinson's getting it teed up here to kick off for your Red Raiders. I believe there's a flag down there on that far left side. The referee's got to walk over there and pick it up. I think it might have fell out of his pocket. Regardless, your Red Raiders are up 21-3 here with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the third quarter.
And thank you, Coach Thompson. This battle of the border, these games are taking place in Brunswick.
Strong kick there down. It's going to roll into the end zone there. That's a great kick by Isaiah Robinson.
Just takes the return away. Anytime it goes in the end zone, it can't be returned. So you're right. That's a strength when you got a kicker that can get it there. So they're going to start on the 20-yard line. I tell you one thing that I'm not sure why high school has not, most other almost is it collegiate and the NFL level, they're getting the ball on the 25 now.
Yes, and it almost seems like they're trying to minimize the kickoff as much as they can these days.
Well,
and it's all part of the player's safety movement.
Sure, I think the majority of the injuries take place on special team plays.
All right, Atkinson County's going to set up shop here at their own 20-yard line.
6 minutes, 46 seconds.
Snap to the fullback. He's going to get off up the middle there for about a 5-yard gain. He had a hole there. We were able to close that up and bring him down.
Good for a gain of about 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 for the Rebels.
All right, 7-yard gain there. 2nd and 3 for Atkinson County from their own 26. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left. Snap to the fullback. He's going to try the right side. He's going to get a couple, and he got hit hard on that play.
I don't know who got him, but somebody got him. See who's getting up off the pile.
Good for a gain of another yard or so.
We've got a few guys that bring the wood with them when they make tackles out there on that field. They are looking for contact.
Again, I'm not sure how much justice the camera does, but we got some dudes down there on that line.
Got to bring Atkinson to a 3rd and 2 here from their 28. See if your Red Raiders can make a big 3rd and short stop here. Snap to the fullback. He's going to try the right side. And there's a pile up there around the first down mark, but I think they're going to give him enough for the first down on the play.
And it's going to be good for an Atkinson County Rebel first down.
All right, 1st and 10 here for Atkinson County from their 32. 5 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. So your Red Raiders are up 21-3. No, Atkinson's not really moving with a great sense of urgency right here.
They are not. Again, the clock is the 12th man against them this evening. Again, just due to the nature of their style of offense, they do not have the running backs they do have. They have one little scat back, but he's hurt us just once or twice on a couple first downs. But their bruiser, again, he's a guy that's going to give you about 15 to 20. Somebody's going to run him down, and so if they can wrap him up, he's coming down. So they're not made to score quickly. What's going on here?
We're just stuck in a dead zone out here, I guess.
Well, we got the play clock just reset. The game clock's at 4:53. There's going to be a penalty. Okay.
All right, after all of that, we're going to get a false start on Atkinson County, so that'll back them up here to a 1st and 15. right, 1st and 15, ball on their own 27-yard line here for the Rebels.
I did get an updated Coffee Bowls score. It's Coffee 7, Bowls 6. That'd be a big win for Coffee County. Coffee's got a pretty good squad, but Bowls is year in and year out as one of the top teams in North Florida.
All right, snap to the fullback. He'll try the left side here. We're going to wrangle him down for about a 4-yard gain on that play.
MJ McKinnon again on the carry. Gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down for your Rebels.
2nd and about 11. A long 10.
That clock just keeps on winding down.
3:51 in the 3rd. Again, you got a 40-second play clock, and they're letting it roll down to under 10 every time before they snap it.
Yeah, they are in no hurry.
I did see that. I finally saw a coach rolling his hand, kind of say, hey, you need to speed this up. One, they're going to get a penalty right here. They didn't get it off in time. But
anyways, that quarterback's going to take that snap. He is going to get rocked there, I believe, for a loss on that play.
So that's going to be a 5-yard loss, and they lose it down. So they really should have had a 5-yard penalty, but they would have kept it down.
Well, you know, ball don't lie. We're going to have about a 3rd and 12 here for Atkinson County on their own 31-yard line. All right, quarterback's back to pass. He's under some pressure here. We got LaMarcus Wright in the backfield.
A lot of pressure.
Stop him on that play. So that's another loss there for Atkinson County. It's going to bring them to a 4th and very long.
Under pressure, number 4, Jacob Lawrence. Stop for a loss. Brings up 4th and long for your Rebels.
Pretty sure this is going to be a punting situation for the Rebels. Late here in the 3rd as the clock continues to go down. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, 9, 8.
Yeah, Atkinson County is going to punt this ball away as there's not many plays in the playbook for 4th and 25. And Bacon County is going to get good field position here at about midfield. So when we come back, Bacon County is going to be up 21-3 with the ball at midfield with 1 minute 43 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. All right, here Red Raiders getting ready to start this possession here at midfield. Knox is going to take the snap. Gets the ball. He's going to run it here up the middle. He's going to press forward here for about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Now, what I don't want to see is, something happen to the Knox in there running like that. We got 4 or 5 guys that can run the ball. Hand the ball off maybe to one of them. I'd like to see that. This may be the safest play they're saying. You don't want to put the ball on the ground, that kind of thing with the handoff. But that play sets up something bigger, like the big pass play we had earlier. So it wouldn't surprise me to see another quick strike here either.
Got Mike Dixon in, that quarterback now. Snap the mic and goes off the right side. He's going to get around the edge here. He's got a couple guys in front of him. He's got down to the 25-yard line. They're going to rule him out of bounds actually at around the 31. Man, that spot's a little further back than I expected it to be.
Well, it's going to be a 1st down. Clock's going to start running here on the whistle. 57 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 21-3, your Raiders lead.
It's going to be good for a Red Raider 1st down.
All right. 1st and 10 here for your Red Raiders on the 30-yard line. of Atkinson County. Mike Dixon still back there.
Yeah, giving this young sophomore an opportunity. I tell you what, he's got a younger brother in 8th grade that's, man, he's a running back on the middle school team.
Snap, Mike hand off the movie, cuts it back up there for about a 5-yard gain.
He's a good-looking kid. He's going to be exciting to watch next year.
I believe his name is Keandrick Dixon, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he had 4 rushing touchdowns in the middle school game just a couple days ago.
That probably gives him about, in the 3 games they've played, probably gives him about 8 or 10 total touchdowns, and they're long runs too.
We've still got Mike in there to take the snap. He gets it. He's going to try the right side there. He's going to get about 2 yards on the play. Good defense there on that play by your Atkinson County Rebels.
Number 8, Michael Dixon on the carry.
6 seconds on the clock. We're going to run this one out here. We're going to head into the 4th quarter as the whistle will blow. We're going to take a break here as well in between quarters. I want to thank you again for joining us on the NFHS Network powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV. Red Raider Broadcasting. Everything's half off.
We might get a promotion. All right, we're back here to start the 4th quarter. Your Red Raiders have the ball, 3rd and 5 on the Atkinson County 25. The Raiders are driving here, threatening with another score.
Got to think we're in a 4 down.
And we're going to have another whistle before a snap, as we've seen many times before in this ball game.
And I have messed up with the. Let me ask my scorekeeper here. Is that the first or second timeout Bacon County has had this half? I think that might be our second timeout this half. Yep, second timeout. Yep. So the Raiders are down. I'm trying to keep up with that. I don't do the down and distance. There's absolutely no way. I'm producing the show here on the computer while Gage Lee, our senior and my TSA president, Technology Student Association president, does a fine job at that. He is a pathway completer out of my engineering program as well. He's running the camera. Me and Sky are commentating as well as, again, producing the show here. We try to flag. We're telling you those things as if we would maybe on radio as frequently as we can, and as well as keeping you updated on the time on the clock. Sometimes the camera does flash over to the clock at times, but sometimes we're running commercials at the same time. So we'll try to keep you updated more and more as the game winds down.
All right, snap and knocks, hand off Travion. He goes along the right side. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to the end zone. Nobody's between him and the goal line as Travion crosses that goal line, and it's going to bring the score 27-3 for your Red Raiders. First play of the 4th quarter there, one and done. Travion with another touchdown.
That's what that young man is capable of doing. Him and Moopy as well, Mr. Green. When they hit a hole, get a hole, they're gone. I mean, their second step, they are full speed. And we've got some speed here at Bacon County. We've got some athleticism. We've been talking about our size up front all night long. That's taking advantage of the opportunity tonight. And that's going to push this score to 27-3. And here's the extra point by Robinson. Attempt.
Up. Another strong kick there by Isaiah, and it's going to go right through the uprights. As that brings the score 28-3 here, 11 minutes, 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Your Red Raiders on top.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and be back in a moment.
You ready to meet the latest addition to the family? The money you saved us with auto owners helped make it all possible. It really is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Excuse me?
Third best thing. Third best thing.
Auto Owners offers discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance because they think the more you protect, the more you should save. That's simple human sense.
All right, Raiders are going to kick off here. 11 minutes, 52 seconds. Again, early in the fourth quarter, 28-3. As the Raiders, I think, have probably put this game away. We just want to keep our composure, keep playing hard.
Yeah, and you might see some of our younger guys get in, get some snaps, get some experience under their belt.
I mentioned earlier we want to wish our competition cheerleader team, Miss Tanya Bordeaux and her staff and those girls as they go to their first competition tomorrow over in Wayne County. My understanding, the middle school will be competing as well around noon, and then the high school will be around between 2 and 3 o'clock.
Short kickoff there by Isaiah Robinson. It's going to end up going out of bounds.
Ball rolls out of bounds about the 24-yard line.
Lady Raider softball keeps cruising along in their season. Got an updated score, 24-14. Benedictine beating Ware County, 24-14. That's about what I suspected this year. Ware's not the championship team they had last year. I know they lost that great quarterback they had. He moved back to Florida, from my understanding, and I know that the Benedictine quarterback is one of the is a pretty highly recruited dude. And they've always got dudes.
All right.
At that military school, all-boys school.
First and 10 for your Rebels.
All right, first and 10 for Atkinson County here from their own 35. 11 minutes, 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Snap to the quarterback.
Balls
to the receiver.
Wow, what a play.
Bounces it around a few times, juggles it a few times, but doesn't matter. We're going to still bring him down for a loss on the play.
That's pretty good eye-hand coordination by the young man. It was a poor exchange, and he tipped it, I think, 3 times and got it to himself before we did, in fact, get him in the backfield for about a 6 or 7 yard loss. But he was fortunate to get the ball back. And I think maybe the same young man's cramping.
All right, clock keeps ticking. Atkinson County comes to the line here, 2nd and 10 from their own 27. Snap to the quarterback. Trouble getting that snap. He's going to hand it off. They'll try the left side, and they'll get a stop there in the backfield. So I don't believe he got back to the line of scrimmage there. He's going to lose 1 or 2 on the play.
Got a Lanier Berrien update. Lanier is up 21-7 over Berrien.
I will say this. It is Berrien County's homecoming, and I actually seen a post this past week where I don't think Lanier County was taking very kind to that. All right, 3rd and 18 here for Atkinson County from their own 26. Snap to the quarterback. He's going to roll out left, look to throw. He's going to heave one down the left sideline. He's going to overthrow his target there. That'll bring us to 4th and 18.
He had him, the receiver, good-looking kid. He got behind the defense there, just slightly overthrown. Little duress there right at the end, maybe caused the overthrow, but good defense there overall for the Red Raiders. 4th and 18. You got to think another punt here with 10-12 in the fourth quarter. I think the scoreboard up there is showing that both teams have 2 timeouts remaining, but I think the Raiders have used 2, but that's not it's a moot point at this stage.
He's going to get the punt off. It's going to be really short here as it comes out to the right side, and he's going to actually get a pretty good bounce there.
10-yard burying there I go. Atco kick there.
The
Rebels.
Do we have any replacements for you?
The Raiders are going to start. The Raiders are going to start off on the 48-yard line.
Bradley County Red Raiders take over 1st and 10 from their own 48.
All right, Bacon County will set up shop at their own 48. 10 minutes, 2 seconds left in the ball game. Your Red Raiders closing in on another victory.
See some different players on offense here. Number 7, our safety, is down here at the bottom. Maybe he's been in the game already. I just haven't noticed him on this side of the field.
Got Mike Dixon back at quarterback. He's going to hand off Trayvon. He's going to go out the right side. He might be gone again right here. And he's going to tiptoe there along the sideline. I'm not really sure what happened.
It's going to be at about a 18-yard gain there. 16, 17-yard gain. It's hard to see exactly where they got it spotted.
I think I'm going to just stop getting my hopes up. It's about the 4th or 5th time in this ball game.
Oh, let's see where they spot. It's about a 19-yard gain, yeah.
Thought we've had nothing but green grass.
I don't know where that guy showed up.
I know. Just appear out of nowhere, apparently. These days.
Good angle. I'm not sure if the Raiders will throw anymore with the score like it is unless they're just trying to practice another play or two.
Mike's all by himself. He's going to try that right side. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's taking it down the right sideline. He's got the first down. It's going to be about a 15-yard gain on that play there for Mike Dixon on the direct snap.
Let's see, Knox is just a junior too. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, a lot of these guys that we sit here and call their names, they're
coming back next year. Mm-hmm. And then I just mentioned one, Mike's brother as a running back, but there's several other kids that's going to come up next year from the 8th grade to help us.
Now Mike's going to run here off to the left side. He's got a hole. See, I didn't say anything. Mike gets brought down around the 10-yard line on the play. Every time I think we're going to squeeze our way down into the end zone. Somebody just has to stop us. Anyways, that'll bring us 1st and goal here from the 10-yard line.
Clock keeps counting down. 8 minutes and 40 seconds.
No, we've got 2nd and 4 from the 10. So we can pick up another first down without scoring a touchdown. Snap to Mike, hand off to Rasheed Slade off the right side. And Atco's going to stack him up there after a minimal gain on the play.
I like to see Rasheed again. He's more of a north-south guy. Seeing him run between the tackles, he kind of had to shuffle his feet there, and really just nothing opened up for him, which wasn't his fault. But when he gets to moving forward, he's difficult to push backwards.
All right, 3rd and 4 from the Atkinson County 9-yard line here for your Red Raiders. They're looking to punch another one in. Oh, that's going to be a false start on the play there as we were just a little discombobulated. We had a couple guys take off before they were supposed to.
It's going to be 4th and 9. Oh, excuse me, 3rd and 9. If we don't get the first down here, Sky, it might be a good opportunity to point in the game to give Robinson a chance to kick a field goal from this range. I know we're within his range. He's good from 35 to 40.
There's no doubt he'd have the leg here as we brought Knox back into the game. Take this snap here on 3rd and 9 from the Atkinson County 14. Snap to Knox. Look back. Pass. He's got a guy wide open, and he's going to overshoot his target there. I believe that was Jeremiah Williams that had snuck out and got free there.
That's one of the toughest passes to make when the dude is wide open. Nobody's there. Just put a little too much air.
So I believe you're going to get your wish here, as I think we're going to march our field goal unit onto the field.
They're going to spot the ball on about the 25-yard line. So it's going to be about just inside the 25-yard line. It's going to be about a 34.5-yard field goal attempt. And he's got plenty of leg.
We got a delay of game here on the Red Raiders, so that's going to back us up 5 more yards.
I think he's got it if he can kick it straight.
Yeah, he hit that one with plenty of room left to spare.
Delay of game. Penalty assessed against Bacon, backs him up 5 more yards. Replay on 4th down.
All right, Isaiah's going to line it up again here.
All right, that's going to push it back to the 27, be about a 37-yard.
Kick is up, and he's going to miss this one out to the right, I believe. Is this going to be no good? Man, he hit the first one so well. I don't think he made quite as good of contact there on that second kick.
Yeah, he kicked a little more down on that ball, stubbed it just a little. But that's, again, that's what happens. We didn't quite execute there to get the play in time to get that first kickoff, giving a better opportunity. So the Rebels are going to take over here with 7 minutes and 33 seconds. Again, we feel like the Raiders have got this game in hand. We just want to finish well. Let our defense keep them from scoring anymore, whether we score anymore or not. I think that's important. Moving forward. Next week we'll be back home. We ain't talked about homecoming next week. Tell us about the days, the dress-up days for the kids. It's always exciting for the kids, and now they've made it fun try to make it fun for the teachers to get involved. They offer some
on
competition.
Monday we've got movie character or celebrity day. Tuesday is country or country club. Wednesday is Generations Day, where your teachers will be dressing up as elderly folks, which Brent does that every day. Thursday will be Color Wars, and Friday is your crazy school spirit color day as Atkinson County takes a snap, minimal gain on the play. Red Raiders had that one stuffed there around the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, Brent, any comment you'd like to have on the homecoming week?
Yeah, we'll be hosting Clinch County Panthers coming to town. Maybe we'll be fired up and give the Panthers all they want. They're giving Cook County all they want tonight. The latest score I've got is 28-21 over Cook County. Benedictine 31, Ware County 14. That game looks like it's done.
All right, Atkinson County comes to the line, 2nd and 10 from their own 19. Quarterback's rolling out left. He's going to come back right. And he's actually got a little bit of room here, as I think he's going to.
Good tackle, open field.
He's going to do a whole lot of running for about a 5-yard gain on that play. We had a chance to wrap him up in the backfield there for a considerable loss, but we just missed him. He slipped out of there.
Runs it all the way back to the line of scrimmage and gains a couple. Brings up 3rd and 5.
All right. 3rd and 5 for Atkinson County. They're going to hand off to their big fullback, and I do not think he got there, as he might have gained 1 yard on the play. Your Red Raiders are piled on for a good stop.
It's going to be 4th and short. You might see them go for it here in this situation. I don't know. He's bringing some different guys in. I'm not sure if one of them is the punter. Yep, they're going to set up for the punt, but you might see this is a good fake opportunity here. All right, Coach Ridge doesn't have anything to lose. 5 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock.
field by
It's going to be a timeout by Atco. We're going to take a quick timeout, probably our last one before the game ends. Honor our sponsors once again, and we'll be back in about 30 seconds.
All right, we're back. Atkinson County has decided to go for it here on 4th and 3 from their own 28. Snap to the fullback. We're going to hit him in the backfield. I don't think he's going to fall forward that far. So I think your Red Raiders just made a big 4th down stop there. It's good to see your Raiders still playing hard out there, up 28-3. Not much left to prove in this ball game, but not going to give up an inch.
It's like we have potentially an injured player on the field. Is it? I thought I saw a red.
Yes, it is an Atkinson County Rebel.
Yeah, he's going to ease up. The trainer's out there with him. Like a lower extremity issue, but I think he's going to come off in his own power. 5 minutes exactly to go here in the fourth quarter. Your Raiders lead 28-3. The Raiders looks like are going to go 2-1 on the season. We haven't seen that in several years. Again, proud of these guys. Again, things to continue to work on, but this is one of those games where it just kind of lulls you. I said that at halftime. The first half, we only had 4 possessions. We scored twice on those possessions. We've scored on a couple possessions in this half. Just sort of a, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a good showing here by your Red Raiders. I mean, it's always good to pick up a win and to do it here in what's honestly been dominating fashion, other than a couple miscues by our Raiders where they've shot themselves in the foot. And we're going to get a new quarterback here. Brody Rowland is going to take some snaps. He's going to take a handoff. Travion's going to cut up that right side. He's going to go right through the middle of the field and straight to the goalpost here for another touchdown. Travion Richardson is just adding on at this point.
Yeah, at this point, you got to tackle. We running the ball. We're not trying to. We threw it that one last time and was unsuccessful in that previous drive. But
flags after the play.
But again, I don't know. This touchdown may not count. There are some flags on the ground. I don't know if it's after the touchdown, some extracurricular, or if it was something that happened during. Trying to see what the call is here. He's writing in his book, so I wonder if it's after the play, some kind of usually when he's writing down, it's some type of personal foul, but I may, excuse me, be getting ahead of myself here. Is the touchdown stand?
Personal foul assessed against Atkinson County.
Yeah, running the clock after a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter. So that
first to go for the Red Raiders.
Oh, so it was not a touchdown. Okay.
Yes, it is a touchdown. The announcer made a mistake there.
Oh, okay.
Isaiah Robinson's lining up the PAT right
34-3, waiting on the extra point.
This game has reached the twilight zone here in the last quarter or so.
Yeah, the clock should run now.
All right, PAT is good by Isaiah.
We're 5 for 5 on extra points tonight for Isaiah.
Nice strong kick up through the upright.
35-3, your Raiders lead now. And again, the clock shouldn't stop once the kickoff here. And this game will be over just a little bit quicker with a 30-point lead in the fourth quarter. Again, offensive line did their job a while ago. And when you run the ball like that, you're talking about running the score up and stuff like that. That's by no means do I don't think Coach Mark Wilson has that kind of bone in him.
No, Coach Wilson is a
class act.
Great man.
You run plays, and you if the defense don't tackle you, then you keep running until you get to the end zone. And so it's 35-3 with 4:51. I think the penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff. So Robinson should have an opportunity to put this one in the end zone too if they decide to kick it deep. As time's running down, or will run down, again, I want to audibly thank my sponsors for being a part of what we do. Helps to fund our operation, and that's what it is. It's sort of a again, I'm proud of the fact that we do self-fund ourselves. No money comes from the school district as of this moment. That's travel. It's food for my guys and us when we do travel. If we have to spend the night during playoffs or something like that, it's taken care of through this little bit we get back from the subscription, as well as our sponsors like Bennett & Johnson Insurance.
Isaiah is indeed going to drive that kickoff there into the end zone.
Burt CPAs, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Family Vision Care. Again, helping to give us an opportunity to bring these broadcasts up to, and Michael Linder I was talking about earlier, I believe Michael is in Maryland. He'll correct me. I should have texted him before I said that, but he's in the up northeastern part of the United States. Giving us an opportunity to broadcast where former Red Raiders and family members can tune in and watch Raider Nation.
All right, we got 4 minutes and 51 seconds left here in this ball game. Atco's going to take the snap, run here out the right side. We've got it strung out. We're going to drag him down here for about a 3-yard gain on the play.
Folks, while we're giving shout-outs this evening, let me give a shout-out to all the law enforcement that have come out to support us this evening. We have Atkinson County SRO John Clayton.
Second down here from Atkinson County's 21-yard line.
We've also got Alma PD on the far side of the field. Thank you guys for coming out and showing support tonight, keeping us safe.
4 minutes and 7 seconds here in this ball game. And we've got another whistle here before the snap. So I think we've got a timeout by Atkinson County.
I think that will be their last. Well, no. Yes, that will be their last. Scoreboard says we have 2 timeouts. I'm not sure. I think we only have 1, but I don't think we'll be calling any more timeouts. 4 minutes and 1 second here remaining in the fourth quarter, 35-3 as we've said. A couple other updates. Coffee now 14-6 over Bowles. That's a big win for Coffee. They can hold on there. West Lawrence beats Vidalia 24-21. I think Vidalia is down a little. Now, West Lawrence is not a pushover, but year in and year out. But Vidalia is a little down this year. They played a really small private school, Belleville private school or something last week and struggled. 29-22 they won, but Benedictine 31-14 is the last score I got there. Colquitt County beating Lee County 27-14. Again, Score Stream is an app that you can download that gives you relatively updated scores. You can actually search for games. It's automatically going to kind of see where you're at, and it's going to pull some of the games in your area, but you can search at the top for a specific team that you want to look for. Final, Madison County beats Fitzgerald 30-16. I think Fitzgerald's a little down this year as well, if that's possible. It's 14-9 now, Coffee and Bowles.
And we've got another whistle here before the snap, as it just seems like we can not get out of this game.
31-21 Benedictine over Ware. 31-21 right now. Pierce 21-6 over Liberty. It's the latest update there. And Lanier was beating Berrien 21-7 earlier.
All right, and I'm going to get a snap off here on this play. Fullback's going to run it here along the left side. Going to rack up about a 5-yard gain on that play.
And Coach Thompson, I got a question for you here. Do a little research. I'm not sure if my score stream is correct here. It's showing Jeff Davis 2, Metter 0. See if you can find out a for sure score on Jeff Davis and Metter tonight.
3 minutes, 33 seconds left here in the ball game. 3rd down and 14 here for Atkinson County from their own 15-yard line. All right, Atco's going to throw a pass here along the right side. We're finally going to get him down here around the 35-yard line.
No quit in this Atco team. Again, they've been very tenacious all night. Kind of, I said earlier, playing with a chip on their shoulder. Well, we got a little.
And we've got a flag on the play. We've said that quite a few times tonight. I wish I had $1 for every time I said that.
I think these guys are just aggressively blocking each other. Let's see who's going to get the call.
Flag's going to be personal foul assessed against Bacon County. It's going to be an automatic first down for Atkinson County.
All right, we've got a flag here against your Red Raiders. It's going to bring the ball out here to the 49-yard line for Atkinson County with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left here in the ball game.
I don't think they're running the clock. Maybe there's a different rule here if it has to start at a certain time at the beginning of the quarter or something.
All right. Oh, that's a high snap over the quarterback's head. He's not going to fall on it. We're going to pick that up and fall down after we recovered it. Your Red Raiders will take over possession. We've got some sort of extracurricular activity going on here way down the field, far away from the play.
Yeah, we got 2 guys blocking our guy like 40 yards down the field. Just a little bit over aggressiveness here. That'll be, I think, the 5th or 6th personal foul on Atkinson County. We got a final Pierce score, 49-6 over Liberty. All right, we're going to see what we got walking off here. So what did they come up with there, Sky? Could you figure that out? We got a lot of ruckus going on up here in the.
At this point, I don't really know where I'm at or what's going on. Or
a lot of chatter up here in the box with us.
I mean, I'm just here at this point.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders on about the 20-yard line. Hands it off up the middle.
Gonna run up here by number 27. That's going to be Terrion Barton getting his first carry of the night.
Yeah, getting some JV guys in the game. This is awesome. And this last little drive, you know, keep running the ball like this. Maybe they'll score too.
Well, they are. They've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds left here as your Raiders have the ball on the Atco 20-yard line. Get the snap, hand off here. So go out to the right side. We're breaking a few tackles. We're driving out to the goal line, trying to get a push there. I want to say that was number 17, Jalen Marion, on the play.
It's going to be close to a first down. Is it just short?
Plays good for a gain of yardage all the way down just shy of the first.
It is going to be 3rd and literal inches here for your Red Raiders on the Atkinson County 10-yard line. And that's a low snap rolling on the ground. We'll foul on that one.
Ball was dropped on the play. Recovered by number 18, Jake Chansey.
Yeah, you got to think.
For a substantial loss.
At this point, maybe kneel on it twice here and get this game over with. Don't risk anything. That should run the clock out. They'd only take one more snap. Let the clock run on down.
48 seconds left here. 4th and 11 for your Red Raiders. As we're back out to the Atkinson County 20-yard line here. We're going to take the snap. Snap's low on the ground. We're going to pick it up and get met at about the line of scrimmage there, so we will not pick up the first down on that play.
And I'm not sure why the clock stopped. Oh, was it 4th down play? I thought they didn't change it a while ago.
It was indeed 4th down on that play.
So it stops on possession change. We're going to wrap things up here pretty quick since we're obviously this away game. We're not too far from home, but we want to again thank you for joining us on this broadcast. If you stayed with us till the end, again, proud of how the Raiders held composure tonight and how they played hard every play.
What's going on, man?
Final score looks like it's going to be 35-3. Your Raiders are going 2-1 on the season. Atco's going 0-3. I invite you to come out next week for homecoming, as we'll be hosting, perennial power Clinch County Panthers. We're going to have some fun. Our boys are going to come to play. And I got a feeling it's going to be a different ball game than last year. It got away from us early last year on the scoreboard. But I got a feeling they're not going to push us around quite like they did last year. So let's come out and root for our Raiders. If you can't, join us live on the NFHS Network. Again, thank our sponsors. Bennett Johnson, Family Vision Care, Burt CPAs, and Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply specifically. And all of these sponsors I've been showing that support the Red Raider football, the Booster Club, the Touchdown Club. As you've seen them scroll across the screen several times throughout the game, I want to thank them for their support of the Booster Club that provides monies to help support this football program. A lot of people don't know what it goes into trying to facilitate a competitive program. But we do, and we thank them for that. Sky, final thoughts?
Anytime you win a ball game, it's a good day. And then anytime you win 35-3, it's an even better day. So that being said, your Red Raiders are 2-1 on the season, carrying a pretty decent amount of momentum right now, I'd say, after 2 good, solid wins here in a row. And we'll see what we got next week for Clinch County when they come knocking at the Red Kingdom for homecoming.
That's right, the Red Kingdom. Y'all come out and visit the Red Kingdom. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you, supporting these Red Raiders as we continue to move forward. Watch that coaches show. I think you'll find it interesting listening to those two young coaches, our offensive coordinator, Matt Wilson, as well as the defense coordinator, Thad Williams. Just do a quick search on YouTube for Week 4 Red Raider Coaches Show, and it should pop up, me and you see two coaches sitting there. So, again, thank you for joining us. I want to thank Sky Keck for being here with me. I'm not going to say sidekick because he'd say just the opposite. He'll have something smart to say.
If anything, you're my sidekick. Let's just get it right here.
Okay. I want to thank Gage Lee, Sr. on the camera tonight. Did a fantastic job again. And again, thank you all, subscribers and sponsors, for making this possible. I want to thank our principal, Charlie Powell, for being a huge supporter. Athletic Director Shug Parker as well. He makes a lot of things happen for what we do. He makes phone calls, making sure we can do what we do at the places when we travel. I want to thank Assistant Principal Amy Livingston and Clint Johnson for their support as well. Couldn't do this without a lot of people supporting us. So just like the gentleman just said on the intercom system here, I want to wish you a good night and